Now the question is, let's talk about South India. We have Tamil Nadu, AP, TS, Karnataka, and we have a lot of districts, the zones that I'm talking about. So how many zones is, okay, agriculture is happening in how many districts effectively?
All these are agricultural states.
Okay.
All these are agricultural states.
And
All these places produce organic manure.
that is the question.
They do. But the quantity in the sense of carbon is not adequate.
My question is, do we have to have an organic manure center to support like 2 to 3 districts, or how is it? I mean, how that sounds a problem. What is your point of view?
Can I open the Pandora box?
Please.
I have also one system called Indian Organic Compost Association. Now, this compost association is a body which will help the farmers produce organic manure, one in the first place. Now, produce organic manure relevant to agriculture, having a right carbon nitrogen ratio from out of whatever waste you can gather, and also go one step further in certifying it as relevant to agriculture. Because hitherto there is no organization in India which regulates any production of organic manure. Except I know FCO says organic manure should have a certain character. How do you achieve it? How do you achieve it? What is the
Because that is the
method?
question. Like, too many farmers are there.
Somebody should be able to take up the responsibility to certify it. Have we completed the composting process, broken the ammonia cycle and gone into nitrate cycle? All these things are not found, but FCO still defines a certain standard. To accommodate a farmer's organic manure into a FCO standard and also adopt a certification process. Some third party agency has to certify, yes, it's like this.
Right manure.
Because it should not happen that some vigilance fellow comes and says, oh, your manure is not right.
The checklist should not.
Don't do that. It's a commercial production. Produce it, get it certified. And that certifying agency should be
Having
a body recognizable and recognized by the governmental institutions, which is also Greenstock's effort. And maybe in the next couple of sessions we can talk about that, how we can do that more sensibly, seriously. And then you will find the cost of your organic manure is not really any matter to think. And you would have had so much of SOM coming into the farmer's field, so much of organic carbon available for you to sensibly use the nitrogen. Now there is another question that we are facing in the last couple of years is the underutilization of applied nutrients. This is government's concern because we started importing urea, foreign exchange trade, and that imported urea was not adding to your productivity. The only reason is carbon.
Exactly.
Now why do you import nitrogen when you don't have carbon in the soil? Get the carbon first, get the urea next. Isn't it?
And again, getting the carbon is always a challenge. So this is, again, I wanted to go back to the basic question. So the very first step that we have seen is the soil testing part or soil analyzing part. Because I'm getting the continuous calls again in the due course of this one interviews and the videos is, what is the duration that we can give the results if in case, let's talk about if the Greenstock does the testing today, and in what duration, how speed or what is the duration that we take to give the enough parameters to the farmer.
A test result can be produced in 2 days.
Wonderful.
You give me a sample today, tomorrow evening, you take your test results along with crop recommendation,
Fantastic, sir.
if you like. We can, in our system, give a recommendation for about 100 different crops relevant to Indian agriculture. 100 is a big number. Now, these 100 crops will have our special recommendation of the rationalized use of chemical fertilizers. Instead of directly saying this is the gap, you fill this gap this way, we would have rationalized the bio inputs. We would have also told you the cultivation practices. I would like to predict at the end of each crop cycle what can be your productivity.
Wonderful.
And
That was my next question.
yeah,
Can we give them almost the yield predictions?
yes. We will give yield predictions. Of course, the game is dependent on the seeds that you use.
Okay.
I would think most of the seeds that are available in the Indian scene is good seeds. Well, if you start talking organic, then I will still have some.
I talk about ancient.
Whatever.
Okay.
Whatever. The nutrition is necessary.
Exactly.
We are not going to depart from that. We will recommend nutrition. Well, if somebody is adamant, I'm committed to being an organic farmer. I only want to do organic substance. We still do the analysis. We'll explain to them why a certain additional nutrition is necessary for achieving a benchmark production. Therefore, he can understand whether it is worth being here or just cross the border.
Wonderful.
We are not talking toxins. We are talking toxin-free,
A balance.
but we are not talking organic.
So that is wonderful. So dear friends, what we are understanding here is we are trying to understand the seriousness of the carbon, and also this is very much possible if we make an integrated agriculture management. So we are in 2022, and from 2022 we need to look into the soil, very crucial. So Sir's recommendations and Sir's probably view is integrated soil management or integrated agriculture practices is what we are getting to know. And yes, the yield predictions is possible. The organic manure producing time limit can be almost compressed. That is exactly. So in the future, we talk more about the systematic, the step-by-step process to bring it, so that we need to visit the field. So in the next session, we will be going to the field to take the soil, how the soil is getting tested, and what is the process of augmentation, what is the process of recommendation, and everything we will meet in the field. Till then, you take care. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you
so
very
much.
much.
Wonderful.
Thank you.